everyone, sorry I'm bending down to get in this picture. It's Isobel here from Cowdenbeath Library. Welcome to my kitchen again, and today we're going to be making a frog. Okay, I'm going to show you how to make this and see how we get on. Okay, the first thing we are going to start with is 4 strips of green card. They're all the same width, or they should be all the same width. It doesn't matter the width, but you don't want them too thin, but you don't want them too thick either. You see, I've got light green on one side and dark green on the other. It's only because that's all that I had. The green is actually white inside, as you see with this one. So I've lined it, okay? Now what I want to do is I want to mark the middle of these pieces of card. And how I'm going to do that is, if I could find my ruler, here it is. So it's 9. How many millimeters or centimeters is that? It's 24, so I want 12. Okay, and I'll show you why I want these in marks in a minute. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the glue, and you see how I put a wee tiny mark on these? I don't know if you'll see it, just right there, that's the middle. I want to put some glue right in the middle of a piece of green, okay? Then I want to put the next one, again, glue it in the middle, just here, and put it on the top, but I want to put it like it's a cross. So the next one, and across, and then glue in the middle again, and put it across again. So what I end up with then is something that looks a bit like a star, okay? So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take all these and I'm going to join them together at the top. So I want to put a wee bit glue on 4 of them at the top. It's funny, when I got this Pritt stick it wouldn't stick because it was too new, and now it's a bit older, it's too sticky. And what I want to do is I want to take the side that's glued and I want to put on top of the side that's unglued, that's directly opposite. So it goes just like that. So I have a circle. Just put them all on top of one another. This one. So it ends up looking something like a ball. Okay, this is how it ends up. Now what I'm going to do now is give it a good squeeze together. And now, what I need now is a head. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've actually drawn an oval somewhere. Here it is, and I've drawn an oval. What I'll do is I'll cut this out, okay? So that's it there. Now with the oval shape I want it to look like a wee smiley frog, okay? So I'm going to put what looks like 2 wee eyes sleeping, but it's not 2 wee eyes, it's going to be the wee cheek parts of, there we go, that's the cheek parts of the frog, okay? Now, what I need now is a crown. I've just cut a wee piece of yellow out. What I want to do with this is actually make something that looks like a crown. Again, if we fold it in the middle, and I cut it down the way, just like this. I want to cut this off because it's too tall. In and out. Hopefully that'll give you a wee crown. Here it is. I want to stick it on the back so that it just looks like it's got a wee crown on. Put a wee bit of glue right along the bottom. And stick the wee crown on. Okay. Now what I want is 2 eyes, because the frog needs 2 eyes. So I've taken these wee ones. If you don't have these wee ones, what you could do is draw white circles with black, a smaller black circle in the middle. Remember, you need 2 of each. There we go. Can you see them? Now what I'm going to do is just put wee black bits right at the top of here. So that you know they're there. Okay. So I have a body which bounces, and I have a head, but I have nothing to join it together. So what I'm going to do is take a piece of card. I've measured, get it right around the right way, 5 centimetres, and then 9 centimetres, and then 12 centimetres, and then I've got a piece left over. Okay, and what I'm going to do is actually fold them on these marks. Okay, and I'll show you why I'm folding them in a minute. Okay. Now if you have a look at this one, you'll see why. Can you see? We've actually got a wee triangle going on there, and that's what I'm going to do with this one. Just what I want to do is I want to glue the second, not the first part, but the second part of this onto the head of the frog. Okay, so I'll pop that on the back of there, right in the middle of the frog's head, and I'll leave a wee bit hanging down the bottom. Can you see that? Okay, now the other part, this is to fit onto the ball that we've made, this part here. So this part and the extra part hanging down have got to come over one another so that we end up with what looks like a triangle. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue in this part here. Try and keep it all in line. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this part now and put it on the top of the ball. Okay. Okay, right in the middle. There we go. Now, what we need now is a pair of feet, because a frog has feet. It has 2 feet. So what I've done is I've actually drawn around a wee shape. Can you see the shape? This is the one I used for the last one. So if you're going to draw feet, fold your card in half again so that you get them both to match. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue one foot just right at the back, glue the other one on top, like so. Now you don't put them together or your ball won't stand the same. I put them slightly off centre each way, and then glue on the top. A bit more glue I think than that, and then stick that to the ball at the bottom. Okay, so there's your wee frog, but we're going to give him a wee collar. And what I've done is I've actually drawn round a scone cutter here for a circle. And what I want to do is just cut out a wee slither right to the middle. And you could just slide it in place. And there is your little frog, your bouncy frog. Thank you for watching. Join me another day to make something else. Thank you. Bye.